What up, friends? How are you doing? So I'm cleaning, okay? Because tomorrow's Friday and I'm not trying to clean on the weekends, okay? Of course, the AC's broken still, so I'm gonna be glistening in the light, okay? Okay, so I'm taking a little break from cleaning, and I wanted to. This is my hair naturally, okay? I go. This is my hair naturally. Okay, this is the shirt I used to dye my hair, but it is clean. Okay. Oh, hang on. Hello, friends. How are you? Okay, so it's the clickbait titles for me. Okay. I thought she was a boss ass bitch, and she runs LA. What happened to running LA? What happened to that? I question everything she says, okay? I don't think she ever ran LA. Sorry to burst your bubble, you loyalty gang. I don't think she ever ran anything but her mouth, okay? I have a nasty little cough that's going away quickly because I take care of myself, okay? Um, so, okay, so body positivity, like a real body positivity person like me. Like, I understand that I'm overweight, okay? I know this, okay? And the funny thing is, the most popular thing that people will tell you when you're overweight is what's the first thing that comes out of their mouth? I have a little story time to go with this too, okay? There's a method to my madness, okay? Okay, so when bitches they were hating on me, they would call me a fat bitch, right? So then it would be like, I got so used to it and we got so old, and I would be like, you know what? Call me what you want. I don't care. But come up with something fucking original, okay? Come up with something original. And this past year, you know what? They fucking did. Can you believe they came up with something? They came up with something original. Guess what they called me? Guess what they called me? They called me a nobody. A nobody. And I was like, you're right. Hey, I'll admit, okay, that it was something original. Be careful what you ask for because you're going to get it. Your words are so powerful. That's why it's very important to, yeah, eyebrows still wonky. Don't worry, the appointment is coming up, okay? Um, then what are y'all going to say about me? So the first thing they would say was, I'm a fat bitch, okay? And you should see the motherfuckers that would call me that. I know I'm fat, but one thing I'm not is ugly. And I don't have a mean, ugly spirit either. So you can call me ugly if you want. Go ahead. People have called me that, but like I said, you know, come with me with something original, okay? I got that from my older sister, okay? She's taught me so much, okay? And with the comebacks, okay? Nobody can compare to my sister, okay? So I said, come on. So I started saying that for years. Instead of calling me a fat bitch, call me something original. Come up with something original. I mean, I'm aware I'm fat, and so what, right? So they called me a nobody. I was like, wow. So, like I said, be careful what you ask for because they'll give it to you, okay? And yeah, that was definitely something original. Maybe I was a nobody to that person or those people or that group of people or whatever, but to people, I matter, okay? I was like, wow, I was taken aback, not gonna lie. So, anyway, so anytime anybody calls you a fat bitch or whatever, or fat ass or fat whatever, just be like, come with something original, but be careful because they will, okay? They sure as fuck will. But, anyways, so like I said, body positivity, always be confident. I apparently, even though when I had low self esteem, apparently to my friends, I had like the best attitude towards everything. And this was when when I say I used to think negative, though that was back in those days. So I think I'm just like harsh on myself, very critical of myself. And my friend used to say like, Oh my God. Like I was bigger than her. Like she was like a size 16 and I was a size 18 at the time, right? And she's like, God, like she used to struggle with like outfits and stuff. And she used to be like, man, I just wish like like your confidence, like the way you carry yourself. And I was like, really? Like at that time I wasn't really thinking much of myself, okay? But apparently I let off some confidence. But I will say now, these days, now that I'm much older, like once you turn 40, it changes up here. Like your mindset, the way you think, because we've lived life, pun intended. I was kidding, no pun intended. Um, and I remember I used to hear Oprah when Oprah turned 40. She was said like, "Oh, it's different when you turn 40." And she had a whole bunch of powerful, beautiful women on the panel of her 40th birthday, and they were all telling her, "Your life doesn't start until you're 40." And I'm gonna be 43, and I will admit, Oprah in that instance and those people, like I always carried that with me, but I never saw myself living like to my age because I've lived a dangerous life, okay? And a lot of people don't really make it to my age. You know what I mean? In my hood, in my neighborhood, because I do live in the hood, okay? I don't live nowhere rich or anything like that. And people in my hood, like I've lost so many friends. And like I said the other day, my brother told me, like, I love you, sister, and I'm so proud of you. Me and my older sister, like, y'all could have gone down like a dark path, but y'all are both strong, independent women, and I'm so proud of y'all that I'm not hearing like, oh, your sister, did you see your sister? She's selling her ass on the street, or did you see your sister doing this? Like he never gets reports back because my brother hears everything. Okay, here's a quick story time about my brother. Okay, my older brother, because my younger brother, we all know he passed away. But my older brother, because everybody assumes because I didn't have like a dad in the picture that I was just had never had love, the fatherly love. My older brother protected us still till this day protects me like if I'm his daughter. He's always done that. I couldn't have boyfriends. Like I couldn't not like he was so strict. Even though I moved out at a young age, I was terrified for my brother to hear something about me. Okay. So I was always on the straight and narrow, okay, with relationships and stuff like that. People I was be in a relationship with, very careful because my brother, he don't play, okay? So that's I don't have like a father, I did have a stepfather, who helped raise me for a little bit, but my brother, my older brother was like my dad. He was the oldest one, so he had to take care of all of us, and he did, and he still does, and he always is asking me like, "You okay? You okay?" Of course, I'm not gonna tell him, what's going on or anything with these people on the internet, I'm not gonna tell him that because I'm not gonna I don't need anybody to get in trouble for me, okay? But he's always been very protective. And when I remember when I was in the seventh grade, okay, that was when I had my first kiss, okay? And my brother, okay, so this is what happened. I was in a relationship with this guy who was with everybody, okay? He was in a relationship with everyone. His name was Harley. If you went to school with me, I'm pretty sure you were his ex, okay? He had two girlfriends at a time, all the time. I don't know why we were putting up with it. I don't know why. But that guy was actually my first kiss, okay? That's as far as it went. Okay, come on. I was in the seventh grade, people. Okay. So he used to walk me to the corner, okay, because I used to live like a block away, like from middle school. My mom still lives there, a block away from the school. So my brother was, in a gang, so he'd be doing his rounds and everything, and he'd have his little friends like watching me, taking care of me at school, that if anybody was picking on me, he was gonna go kick their ass. So he had his little scouts, taking care of me. Well, so it was one day, it was like Christmas break. Okay. We used to have like 2 weeks off for Christmas and New Year's. So Harley walked me to the corner. Okay. And he was all like, he was telling everybody that day that he was going to kiss me. Right. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, you're not. My brother has people watching me. Like, you do not want to do that. You do not. My brother doesn't want to kick your ass, okay? And then he was like, well, he didn't care. He was gonna do it, right? So we walked to the corner, okay, and he just like flung me around and just like planted one on me, okay? And with the tongues, okay? So then, so we like quickly like kiss or whatever, and then like I fling him away because I'm like deathly afraid of somebody like catching us, even though there's like a lot of kids there. Well, who rolls up? My brother. My brother fucking rolls up. He didn't see, I don't think he's, my brother has bad vision like me. So he didn't, so he didn't see him, right? So this motherfucker, Harley, I was like, oh, like I'm not a very good liar either. Like when I'm lying. So I'm like fixing my hair, like if that had anything to do with it. And I'm like, and my brother's like, you're talking to my sister? I'm like, oh my, no, please don't fight. No. And he's like, and then Harley goes, you gonna kick my ass? And then my brother's like, are you fucking with her? He's like, no. He's like, well, no, I'm not gonna kick your ass. My heart dropped. That was too much for my little heart to handle, okay? I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna die. Like I was just like, anyways. So after break, I come back and this guy had like, I don't know, apparently we broke up and he neglected to tell me, but it was real strict. I couldn't go anywhere anyway. So, I mean, it wasn't going to last anyways. But anyways, so my brother's been very, very protective over us. And my sister, she never really needed anybody to protect her. Like they always saw me as the innocent little angel that I am. Okay. So they both would watch over me. My sister too. My sister, some girl was talking shit about me at this party, at this backyard kegger party, and my sister whooped her ass like right in front of me. Like she's like, "What the fuck? You talking about my sister?" And she fucking busted her ass. I was like this is like too much. I'm like, this is like too much for me. But that's how my family is very protective over me, okay? So even though I didn't have like the greatest parents, I had my siblings, okay? My siblings are the ones that have always been there for me. And I've always been very thankful for that. And that's why I'm glad, like my son, even though my son and my daughter have a huge age gap, it doesn't even matter. But back to my main my main point here is don't ever let anybody talk down on you. Like always hold your own, okay? And you don't have to be, you know, telling like fighting, like just hold your own verbally. Like don't let anybody talk down on you because they're in a bad mood or whatever. Also, there was this little incident that happened this week at work, okay, with one of the employees who got into like a little bit of a disagreement, I guess, with another worker. I was so proud, okay? It could have escalated, but it didn't, okay? They both decided, like, this is just ridiculous. We are adults. I mean, they didn't say it like that. you know, they both came to their senses and they made up, okay? As fast as it escalated is as fast as it calmed down. And we have to remember that in life. We have to find a balance. And remember what I told you, because there's so much gossip out there. There's so many people talking a whole bunch of mess about other people all the time. That's never going to go away. But if it doesn't happen here, like if nobody tells me, it's irrelevant. It didn't happen because I didn't see it with these eyes, okay? So a lot of that stuff, if somebody comes to you and says, oh, this person, this person said this, and oh, and she says that, you're just, excuse me, I would just be like, you know what? Respectfully, I don't care. Like, I don't, like, we're cool, but don't come with me with what people are saying about me, okay? Because it's not even worth it. It really isn't. Because if they can't even come up to you like a woman or a man and tell you to your face, who cares? Let people talk. If people are talking about you, that means you're doing something right because they're watching you, right? Also, Remember, ask them to come with something original, okay? But just remember, they're gonna come with something original and they're gonna call you. And if they do, whatever they say, like when they called me a nobody, I was like, and you are, excuse me, y'all are the people that are I don't even know y'all, first of all. I don't even know who y'all are, okay? So how would you know if I'm a nobody? Like how would you know? Who are you to say that I'm a nobody? Like I'm not gonna lie, that really kind of like that really kind of got me there. I think that's why I was like, wow, a nobody. Okay, cool. But I had to let it go because, like I said, I always say, people are always going to have their own opinion. You can't force people to like you. You can't force people to do anything because there's a lot of sheep out here, okay? There's a lot of people that are following each other, sniffing each other's asses for approval. That's not me. I'm over here by myself, literally by myself. I mean, not literally, but I have people by my side. But I don't follow anybody. And if a person, a people, places, or things, if I'm not going to benefit out of it, I don't want it, okay? I don't. But we do have to meet these types of people and go through these types of scenarios in life because these are lessons that we must learn and grow from. What else did I want to say? Oh, yeah. Live pretending she's not fat. So I don't know if she has like a problem with her image or what it is, because first of all, I know she shaved her hair and we're like, was it because of drugs? Was it because of what was it? Like, what would make her do something so drastic? Honestly, I think it was just for the views because her views aren't viewing anymore. She always thought that the views were always going to be there, but she always has to do these clickbait titles, like the one today, he never came home. Like I thought you were about that life. I thought everybody just wanted to know you. I thought everybody just wants to watch you. I thought you were going to be on a reality show. I thought you were that fucking interesting to be on a reality show, but since you're pregnant, you can't do it anymore, right? That's what she said. What exactly is so interesting? I think what she's failing to notice is her by herself is why nobody's watching her anymore. Nobody is watching her anymore because it's just her. It was her family that brought people to the yard. Okay? It wasn't her milkshakes. It was her family, her children. It was the whole package deal. But she sacrificed them for the money. She was putting out fake content, lying all the time. It seems like everything she's ever said is a lie, in my opinion. And that's how she lost them. And she thinks those same formulas are still going to work for her, but they're not. And I think that's what she's realizing. So she's doing all of these clickbaity things to get attention. Like her video today she was at a Subway drive-through. A drive-through Subway. And the fake phone calls to Walmart. Have you ever ordered something curbside? The way it works here, they tell you where to park. And you do it through text message. You don't call anybody, do you? Maybe it's different over there. I don't know. They be doing shit different everywhere. But they tell you where to go at what time and you text when you're there. Or take a picture of it and you send it to them. Isn't that how it works? Like, you don't tell them what space you're on. See, it's just like she lies about everything. Was there ever even an Alex? Or was that just for people to say, oh, people are donating. Let me go ahead and donate to her. The reason I don't think too many people were buying anything from her registry is because is the cat outside? Is because she didn't have an unboxing or a shower or what is it? Housewarming shower or whatever it is. She was going to unbox it for Loyalty Gang, remember? And she didn't do it. Is that because she didn't get too many things? Who knows with this woman? And she keeps saying she's having twins, she's having one. Like, which one is it? Like, she can't even fucking tell the truth, like, to save her life. She can't. She can't. And sadly, this is her life. But this is, remember, boomerang. Whatever you put out comes back and smacks your ass in the face or the ass. Okay? All right. Well, I'm going to let you go. Y'all have a good day. Bye bye.